Occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary. And alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Japan versus Tunisia.
This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
And here's the starting 11 for Japan.
Well, the front three are going to be key here today. They've got a combination of pace, skill and excellent movement, but also watch out for the passing range of the deep line midfield player. He will try and run the game in this 3-4-3 system.
Ito. And a useful cross. Well, pretty straightforward for the keeper, you've got to say. Slimani. Did well to win it back.
They're much harder to break down in those areas, aren't they?
Good distribution. Dylan Braun. Slimani. Nice looking pass. Needs an accurate cross and fisted away. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Daichi Kamada. Doan. And that's sloppy. Blocking it. Well, they survived the attack. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, if he times his runs off the ball and isolates defenders in 1v1 situations, his pace will cause all sorts of problems today.
Elieskiri. Slimani. Well, that effort was always going wide. He's not going to be best pleased with himself. Kamada. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. Dylan Braun. Here's Skiri. Fine build-up play.
Yeah, lovely slick passing here.
And passing it well. Elieskiri takes it on. It was on its way in. Over it comes. Bad place to lose the ball. That's a useful cross. Well, it did look promising for a bit. Oh, tremendous vision. And a clever piece of defending. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Can he get them in front? Oh, our hats are off. What a challenge. Trying to connect. And a decent save. Full credit.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Hiroki Ito. Itakura. Showing a good reading of the game. Abdi. Played into the centre. Is he going to put it away? Stopped a surefire goal.
Oh, such a vital block there.
Hiroki Ito. Itakura. Kamada. Kubo. Daichi Kamada. Well, timed his challenge magnificently. Kedira. Here's Skiri. That might help them. Well, what a glorious chance to grab the first goal of the contest.
Well, you have to say that's a wasted opportunity to get their noses in front here. Golden opportunity.
Ayase Ueda. Clever defending. Dylan Braun.
Well, the visitors have had most of the ball in the last 15 minutes. You sense it's inevitable the goal will come. It'll be certainly no less than they deserve. They just need to be a bit more clinical in that final third now.
Yes, really going so well for them, and who knows, they might be able to craft another opportunity. Still working away. Cross-fired over. Oh, yes! 1-0 it is! And it doesn't come as a huge surprise.
They just didn't deal with the threat, did they? It's a poor goal to concede.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Itakura. Kamada. Really good interception. Kedira. Dylan Braun. Jan Valery. Talbi. And with the advantage, no reason why you shouldn't play keep ball. This could square the game. But the keeper has his say. And how important could that be in the grand scheme of things?
Well, that was a big chance, and really, he should have taken that. But let's give credit to the goalkeeper. It's a decent save.
Who's going to get on the end of it? Could still be dangerous. Now he must favour the cross. Another great cross, making the goalkeeper's job rather easy. Well, sloppy in possession. Keito Nakamura. Nice looking move, this. And that's really straightforward for the goalkeeper. Slimane. Here's Skiri. Interesting pass. Takes the shot. That is how to keep it out of the net. Daichi Kamada. Keito Nakamura. A lot of space to attack. Options in the middle. This looks interesting. Oh, surely! And they've done it to square the game once again. Exhilarating.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Dylan Braun. Abdi. Rani Khedira here. Yann Valery. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have one additional minute. And a clever piece of defending. Dylan Braun. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, truth be told, he's only had a very limited influence on this game.
Well, he hasn't quite come to life in this game yet. Mind you, he's been well marshalled by a very resilient defence.
So into the second half, and it would take a brave person to predict the outcome of this one. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. Could be threatening. Annoyingly, there it breaks down. And an attempt best forgotten, I think. Promising attack. Not the pass he had in mind. Nicely played. Oh, not cleared away. Well, that's the end of that for now. And snuffed out the danger immediately.
That's really good awareness there.
Keito Nakamura. Yunya Ito. Hiroki Ito. Ritsu Doan. Oh, timed his challenge magnificently. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Opportunity. Well, unable to bend his run. Offside. Watanabe. Takafusa Kubo. And a useful cross. Not the most confident clearance. Great defending. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising. And room to roam on the wing. That's not a bad ball. Well, from that position, he really should be doing more to work the goalkeeper. Ritsu Doan. Kubo. Intelligent ball. A very timely interception. Dylan Braun. They're putting so much effort into winning back possession. Ito. Ko Itakura. Tanaka. Not showing good patience. I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes finally. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Oh, tremendous vision. Watanabe. Ritsu Doan. And fed forwards. But in fact, he's taken up an offside position.
Oh, that's frustrating. He just took too long to see the pass.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Talbi. Rani Khedira here. Skiri. Hannibal Mejbri. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. And teammates around him. Saad. Delightful passing.
Yeah, they make it look so easy at times, don't they?
Well read to ease the pressure. Incisive pass. Can he play it in? Well, he didn't really trouble the keeper. To be fair, the angle was tight.
Well, I'm not sure that was the right option. It was always going to be difficult to score from there.
That's a nice ball. Well, didn't miss by very much, and never easy to strike it on the volley in that fashion.
Well, from that range, though, it should be a goal. At least it should hit the target.
Keito Nakamura. Far from a good pass.
That was a poor bit of play.
Well, a really good run. Excellent defending. Itakura. Shogo Taniguchi. Tsuyoshi Watanabe. Ao Tanaka. Ueda. It did look on for them, but not to be. Elias Skiri. Well, they have the ball again. Pressure applied. Abdi. Untidy in possession. Abdi. And quick thinking from the keeper to claim the ball under pressure. Nakamura. Now options are plenty. Credit to them for winning it back. Jan Valery. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Strong bit of pressing. Just 10 minutes to go. Ko Itakura. Ao Tanaka. Nakamura. And credit due, a good intervention. Khedira. Time running out, but they could yet win it. Rani Khedira here. Dylan Braun. Saad. Good looking move. And Skiri. You can almost see their opponents racking their brains. How do we stop this? And just like that, they don't have the ball anymore. It's a neat move. Now they can reorganise.
Well, that's the way to avert the danger. That was a great clearance.
Ko Itakura.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
Plenty of support here. Quality pass. The clearance wasn't decisive. Well, no damage done. Abdi. And Skiri. Saad. Well, they're certainly thinking about a winner. And that is it for the 90 minutes. Level pegging here. Well, the ball rolling again. No end to the action. It's the first period of extra time. And I must say, this has been a back-and-forth type of game. Takafusa Kubo. That's a useful cross. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Unable to get himself back onside here.
Well, he was always going to be offside. That was the wrong option.
Saad. Jan Valery. Good angle for the cross. And space to cross it. Seemed to just lose control of the situation. He's conceded a corner. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Short corner it is. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Oh, breezing past him. And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. So a personnel change then. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, he couldn't pick out a teammate inside the box. And the counter-attack looks on. Nice ball to switch the point of attack. Good advantage there. Nice looking pass. He's in here. Powerful effort, but he couldn't quite keep the shot down. Well, referring to the earlier infringement, the referee sees it as a bookable offence. Itakura. Ito has it. Showing good situational awareness. Khedira. And bursting forward. Intelligent threaded pass here. Oh, crashes it against the woodwork.
Well, I think from that distance, he should be scoring. At least test the goalkeeper.
Tanaka. Despite the foul, they keep going. Oh, not a great challenge at all there. And reaches for the yellow card.
Yeah, it wasn't the best of challenges, was it?
Kubo. It's a neat move, and making sure nothing untoward happened following the cross. Possession given away, unfortunately. Ito. Daizen Maeda. Holding on to it.
He's so good at doing that.
Elias Skiri. And possession changing hands. He's on the run. Well, disappointing end to the move. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Talbi. And cutting it out. Ali Abdi. Who had no intention of losing out. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Can he do it? Oh, a good diving save. And the first period of extra time comes to an end. Still level here. Talbi, Ali Abdi, and Skiri. Saad. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Dylan Braun. Khedira. Skiri. Released it nicely. Showing good ball control. And there's the feed into the box. And the attack fizzling out. Not do damage on the break.
Well, it's been a frustrating day for these fans. They want a goal. They're urging them to attack now.
Kubo. In possession, Doan. Well, they have the ball once more. Skiri. Will there be late excitement? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Piece of defending. Saad. Quick break could be on. Dangerous ball. Superb stop. Ito. An alert intervention. Time is fast running out. 5 minutes left in the second period of extra time here. Dylan Braun. Rani Khedira here. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? Can he deliver? Unable to get a body in the way. And the teams are level. And every corner counts at this juncture. Trying to deliver it accurately. And that is a difficult skill to master.
And he did almost everything right there.
Tanaka. Maeda. Well, not hard to read that pass. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. And they push ahead in the closing stages. And striking it! It always had the potential to go the distance, and it has, so a penalty shootout is next. And this will test the mentality of any footballer. Job done from the spot. Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Japan versus Tunisia.
Well, I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan, both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
And here's how Tunisia will line up.
Well, it's a back three, a diamond in midfield and three up front. On paper, it looks a fairly attacking 3-4-3, but they might be vulnerable down the side of their centre-halves, particularly when they're counter-attacked.
Attacking with vigour. Nicely played. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against. And then through on goal, it just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Talbi. Slimane. And unable to keep possession. Could be dangerous. This could square the game, but the keeper has his say. And how important could that be in the grand scheme of things?
Well, that was a big chance, and really, he should have taken that. But let's give credit to the goalkeeper. It's a decent save.
Khedira. It did look on for them, but not to be. Ritsu Doan. And a strong tackle. Montassar Talbi. Hannibal Mejbri. And over the byline it goes. So goal kick coming up here. Keito Nakamura. Can they create something from here? Kamada. This looks interesting. And that is offside. Not looking all that comfortable on the ball. Well, the goalkeeper dealt with it admirably. Yann Valery. Khedira. Montassar Talbi. Talbi. Slimane. And Skiri. This looks more than decent. And options in the centre. Oh, chance! Well, that was a gilt-edged opportunity for the equaliser.
Well, I'm not sure how he's missed the target from there. That's a poor effort.
Nakamura. Yunya Ito. And he did well to cut it out. Beautiful pass. Not the cleanest of passages.
Well, both sides struggling to find rhythm here.
Now, options are plenty. Deflection then over the touchline. Khedira, and he takes it away. And the defensive intervention there. Ito. Clever defending. Elias Skiri. Good patience.
Yeah, lovely slick passing here.
Annoyingly, there it breaks down. And good pressure high up the pitch. Khedira. Can they set up a chance? And this to level it. And that's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. Nakamura. Ko Itakura. Ito. In possession, Doan. Takafusa Kubo. Hiroki Ito. Keito Nakamura. Tsuyoshi Watanabe. Itakura. Ito. Ko Itakura. Untidy on the ball. Ani Slimane. Ali Abdi. Oh, read it really well.
Just saw what was coming, didn't he? Well, they're showing a completely different approach to this game here, because rather than hitting the front players as soon as possible, they're now trying to pass their way through the opposition and dominate possession.
Well, that one has promise. That's a nice-looking ball. It wasn't quite as good as it looked when it left the boot. Well, quick thinking to win it back. Very effective pass. And hit with ferocity. Well, it turned out to be fairly routine for the keeper in the end. It did look on for them, but not to be. Abdi. Well, the cross was deep, a little too deep. And quite simply wide of the target. Keito Nakamura. Promising ball.
Yeah, lovely technique with that pass.
It's not a bad ball. And there the move ends for now. Elias Skiri. Slimane. What can they do from here? Through the middle. And a little too close to the keeper in the end. So almost at half-time, and they are making good use of home advantage. Still a bit of work to do, though. Your thoughts on what you've seen?
Well, it's been a tight game so far, but they've just had that little bit more quality on the ball, particularly in midfield, where they've just started to take control. They'll be fairly happy going at half-time if it stays like this.
And he read it well defensively. Teammates available. Skiri. Slimane. Elias Skiri. Dylan Braun. And they've given him too much space. Options in the middle. And denying them from point-blank range. An opportunity in the air for them.
Wow, what a reflex save that was.
Well, the electronic board showing one additional minute. Elias Skiri. Moving it nicely in search of a leveller. Oh, it looked really promising for them. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
He took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play.
So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Slimane. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Khedira. Could be a chance to break. Can they turn it into something? So corner kick conceded.
I think he meant that, didn't he?
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. And he's fired over the corner. Clear deflection off the defender there. Who can he pick out? And the keeper takes the ball, but the main thing is he held on to it. Suzuki. Itakura. Tanaka. Watanabe. Keito Nakamura. And fed back to the goalkeeper. Ito. Watanabe. Tsuyoshi Watanabe. Foul, but rightly play on. And room now out on the flank. Seemingly no one can stop him. Well, they'll see it as very disappointing to give it away as cheaply as that.
That was a little bit sloppy there.
Skiri. Dylan Braun. Rani Khedira here. Skiri. Good passage of play. I just couldn't play that decisive ball. Itakura. Hiroki Ito. Tsuyoshi Watanabe. Yunya Ito. Showing good defensive judgment. Skiri. Anis Slimani. Decent looking pass. Well, options at the back post here. The attack ended disappointingly. And the counter-attack looks on. Real chance. Well, you've got to give him credit for that piece of defending.
That looked really dangerous, didn't it?
And into the last 30 minutes now. Oh, great vision. Well, they get the ball once more. And a goal! Using his head in more ways than one to help the cause.
Well, just look at this. The timing, the determination, the skill. This is a brilliant header from a top-class player. It's a great goal.
Back underway, level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game. Nakamura. In possession, Doan. Tsuyoshi Watanabe. Ko Itakura. Keito Nakamura. Ito has it. Giving it a real go in the wide area. Can they forge ahead? Oh, that's super defending. Now the counter-attack looks on. And finally up a cul-de-sac. Well, it could be on for him here. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, let's see this again. The vision to play this through ball is superb. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? This could be the equaliser. Oh, there it is! A back-and-forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes.
Well, here's the replay. He's got such quick feet, hasn't he? Just look how he goes past his marker to get his shot away. That's a really good goal.
So back underway, and I have to say, this game is everything I hoped it would be. Ito. In possession, Doan. Hiroki Ito. Keito Nakamura. Watanabe. Kubo. Interception to snuff out the danger. Skiri. Rani Khedira here. In a decent position. Skiri. Rani Khedira here. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Oh, that's a clever ball. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
And they will make the change now. Ito. Itakura. Tanaka. And he has options available. Might work out. Well, there is a very alert goalkeeper for you. Just 15 minutes remaining. Read it well. Good movement. And he's in. Oh, credit to the goalkeeper. Fantastic save.
Well, in that situation, that's a really top-class save from the keeper.
Here it is now, a substitution. Who can they pick out? It might be. Well, the post getting in the way there. Well, he hasn't quite had the impact and attack that we were expecting, Stuart.
Well, I've seen him play better, that's for sure. Just hasn't been able to create enough for himself today. Disappointing, really.
Daizen Maeda. And space to run into. And there's the feed into the box. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. Elias Skiri. Perfect tackle. A goal here might win it. That's a nice looking ball. And a time for cool heads. Talbi. Khedira. Dylan Braun. Take it away. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. And putting paid to the danger.
Yeah, just got to clear your lines there.
Retaining possession proving difficult. Rather scrappy phase in midfield here. And support available. Still pushing for a winner. But quick thinking defensively. That's a good-looking pass. Textbook defending inside the box. And rewarded for that high press. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
So they restart the game, and time is running out. Skiri. Ali Abdi. Rani Khedira here. Dylan Braun. Elias Skiri. Hannibal Mejbri. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. Well, the threat could be there. Another goal from this corner would in all likelihood secure victory. But he's gone short with it. Oh, they were in a decent position too.
Well, that's how to defend the edge of your box.
Talbi. Saad. And it's opening up. In it goes! To increase their advantage. And will that be the goal that ends up securing it for them?
Well, I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the right place and then a decent finish. That's a good goal.
And that is the end of the game. It goes into the history books as a home defeat.
I think it's a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal. I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance in next time out.
But it just seems that this game, he's been a step ahead of his opponents in every way, Stuart.
Well, he looked a top-class player today. Every time he touched the ball, he was a threat. And he worked so hard for the team as well. What a good display that was.